Hello, how are you doing? Thank you very much for being here today. This is class number 58. My name is Antonio Galimberti, and I'm so happy to have you here today. Today we have class 58. We have been together for 58 weeks already. Today we're going to talk about plans and desires. What is that we're going to see today? Well, we are going to be talking about how to use this. Want to, would like to, and be going to. We will talk about future plans and desires. And we will use these 4 pictures to talk about plans and desires. We will use this card also to practice test-taking strategies. We will write a paragraph with 171 words about desires and plans, and we will review this vocabulary, of course, in pronunciation with phonetic symbols. Are you interested in online English classes? Please contact us. Visit our website, www.aglanguages.com, or send us an email or a WhatsApp message. We will be very happy to be of your assistance with your English. We work under the Pearson English International Certificate. What kind of classes do we teach? Well, English classes. It can be individual classes, group classes, all the levels, all the ages, all the needs. By the end of this class, or at the end of this class, we will have a Q&A session, so you will be invited. Yes, you are invited to ask questions. Leave your questions right there so that I can answer your questions based on the class we're going to have today. Today we have speaking class number 58. Are you ready? I am ready. Hi, this is class number 58. Today we are talking about plans and desires. To talk about plans and desires, we will need to review the simple present. To talk about desires using want to. That is the first thing we are going to do. For example, if you want to talk about the things that you desire to do using the simple present, you can use want to. Okay? And you have to conjugate the verb want in orange according to the subject, which is in light blue. So number 1, I want to, and a verb, travel next week. So you have your subject in light blue, want to in orange, and then any verb. All right? In yellow, and if you want, you can include a time expression at the very end of the sentence. So number 1, you can say, I want to travel next week. Number 2, he wants to travel next week. You see? Do you see the conjugation? That wants is not in plural. That is the conjugation of the verb depending on the subject. He wants to travel next week. Number 3, she wants to travel next week. Number 4, we want to travel next week. And number 5, they want to travel next week. So this is how you use the verb want to talk about your future desires using the simple present. Okay? Light blue, the subject. Orange, want to. You have to conjugate it depending on the subject. If it is he and she, you have to add s to the verb. After want to, you need yellow, a verb in base form. And then you can have a time expression at the very end of the sentence. In negative form, you only have to change the auxiliary. Here you do not change the verb. You change the auxiliary. For example, you say, I don't want to travel next week. He doesn't want to travel next week. She doesn't want to travel next week. We don't want to travel next week. They don't want to travel next week. So it's very easy and simple. Light blue, subject. Orange, don't want to. Or doesn't want to. No S at the end of the verb. You are going to use doesn't as your auxiliary with he and she. After that, you're going to put a verb, any verb, and then a time expression if you want. Now, if you want to make a question, a yes/no question, you're going to start with with an auxiliary. It can be do or does depending on the subject. All right? So, for example, if the subject is you, the auxiliary is going to be do. If the subject is he, the auxiliary is then does. The same happens if the subject is she. Your auxiliary is does. Okay, so the questions are going to be: do you want to? Does she want to? Does he want to? Number 3, does she want to? Number 4, do we want to? Number 5, do they want to? And then a verb, travel next week, and it's a question. So you start the yes no question with an auxiliary. It can be do or does depending on the subject. Your short answers are going to be like this: yes I do, no I don't. Yes she does, no she doesn't. Yes they do, no they don't. Easy, right? Now, you can talk about future desires also using would like to. Not only want to. Want to expresses desires. Would like to also expresses future desires. So, how do you make sentences with would like to? I, he, she, we, they, light blue. That's the subject. Right after the subject, you're going to have in orange would like to. Would like to express a future desire, and then a verb in base form, dictionary form, and you can have a time expression at the very end. So you would say I would like to, he would like to, she would like to, we would like to, they would like to, and then a verb. As you can see, it doesn't matter what your subject is. It can be I, he, she, we, they, no problem. You will always put would like to after the subject, and then a verb in dictionary form, and a frequency expression. If it's negative, the only change you have to make here is to move from would to wouldn't. And you have I wouldn't like to, he wouldn't like to, she wouldn't like to, we wouldn't like to, they wouldn't like to, and then a verb, travel next week. You use this structure to talk about future desires that you have. All right. Now, and in a question, you start with would, which is the modal verb here. Then in light blue, you have the subject. It doesn't matter what the subject is. You will always have the same modal verb, would. So would, subject, and then in orange, the second column in orange, you have like to. Like to. And after like to, a verb in yellow, a verb in base form, dictionary form. And after that, you can have a frequency expression, or a time expression, I should say. And that's it. You have a yes no question about future desires using would like to. In this case, number 1, would you like to? Number 2, would he like to? Number 3, would she like to? Number 4, would we like to? Number 5, would they like to? And then a verb, travel next week. The intonation is rising, right? Because it is a yes no question. So the answers, the short answers are yes I would, no I wouldn't, yes she would, no she wouldn't, yes they would, no they wouldn't. So in the case of want to, in short answers, you need to use do and doesn't. But in the case of would like to, the short answers are with would or wouldn't. It doesn't matter what your subject is. Now, when you want to talk about future plans, you need to use be going to for future plans. Okay? So, this is what you have. I am going to. Number 2, he is going to. Number 3, she is going to. Number 4, we are going to. Number 5, they are going to. And then you put travel next week. Great. So the only thing you have to pay attention to here is the conjugation of the verb to be. You can use in number 1. In numbers 2 and 3, you can use is because the subject is he or she. And in numbers 4 and 5, you are using are because your subjects are we and they. So the verb to be depends on the subject, right? So light blue, subject. Orange, be going to, the verb to be, and it can be in any of these three forms, am, is, are, and then a verb in base form, dictionary form, and a time expression at the very end of the sentence. So this is how you can talk about your plans for the future using be going to. Your plan is going to be there in yellow. Okay, that is your plan. Traveling. Now, can you make negative sentences with be going to? Yes, of course. So you say, I am not going to. Number 2, he is not going to. Number 3, she is not going to. Number 4, we are not going to. Number 5, they are not going to. And right after that, you will have a verb, travel. And then next week. Okay? So again, when you make sentences in negative form, you need to conjugate the verb to be according to the subject. Okay? Nice. Now, questions. You start the questions with a verb to be. Yes, no questions. Yes, no questions about future plans using be going to. You start with the verb to be. Right after the verb to be, you have the subject. Right after that, you have going to travel. Okay. Oh, but we have a problem here. Oh, yes, we have a terrible problem. A big mistake. No. Yes. So here we don't need travel. Goodbye, travel. Goodbye, travel. Goodbye, travel. Goodbye, travel. Goodbye, travel. Because that is in yellow. And that is your verb. Beautiful. Yes, now it is perfect. I'm going to. Are you going to? Number 3, is she going to? Number 4, is he going to? Number 5, are you going to? And then in yellow, a verb in base form. Your plan, travel. Next week, and the question mark. This is how you are going to structure your questions using be going to talk about future plans. So if a question like this to talk about future plans starts with the verb to be, what do you think you need to use in the short answers? Look at this. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Awesome. Great. Now we are going to use this grammar. Want to, would like to, and be going to work on test-taking strategies in preparation for an international exam. The first exam we are going to address in this video is the PEIC exam, the Pearson English International Certificate. And imagine that you're taking this exam and this is the task. Okay, the context, plans, and future desires. And well, let's read the task first to see what the yellow card is about. Imagine you're trying to book a hotel room on your computer and are talking to a friend about your future plans at the same time. Your partner is your friend. He will ask you questions and make comments. Correct? Okay, so this is the task, all right, about plans, future desires. You receive this card and you have to turn these instructions into a conversation with the person sitting next to you, the one that is taking the exam along with you. So what grammar do you need? You will need want to, would like to, and be going to. Using that grammar, you can follow these instructions, the instructions that you see here in this card, and you can create a nice conversation. Ready? Let's start. It says, tell your friend you want to get some days off from work. Tell him what you would like to do. Tell him what plans you have so far. Ask him if he wants to join you. Ask him when the best dates for him are, and tell him you think it will be fun. So these are the instructions. This is the card that you have received, and you have to create a conversation using these guidelines, applying the grammar that we have reviewed. Want to, would like to, and be going to. So Is this conversation okay? Let's see. Hey, light blue, 1. Hey, what are you up to? Yellow, 1. I'm trying to book a hotel room. I want to get some days off from work. Light blue, 2. Really? What do you have in mind? Yellow, number 2. I would like to leave the city for a week. Number 3, light blue. That sounds good. What are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Number 3, yellow. I'm going to drive to a small town 5 hours from here. Light blue, 4. Wow, you love driving, don't you? Number 4, yellow. I do. Do you want to join me? Light blue, 5. Sure, I also need a break. Yellow, 5. Awesome. I can do the booking for you now. When is the best time for you? Yeah, light blue, 6. Let me see. How about in a couple of weeks? Yellow, 6. Sounds fine to me. I'm sure it is going to be fun. Nice. So what can we see here? What grammar do you see? Well, here, let me correct here some punctuation. And one of the marks was unnecessary. And we see examples of want to and would like to express future desires. And also examples of be going to talk about plans. For example, light blue, number 3. Are you going to go? Where are you going to go? So be going to talk about future plans, right? Some people say that when you use be going to, you don't need to use go there. You can use the present continuous. Yes, that is a fact. But today we are practicing here be going to plus a verb. That's why we are still having go in this question as a verb after be going to. So where are you going to go? That is the plan. Now, yellow, number 1, future desire with want to. I want to get some days off from work. Yellow, number 2, future desires with would like to. I would like to leave the city for a week. Yellow, number 3, future plans. I'm going to drive to small town 5 hours from here. Number 4, yellow, future desires. Do you want to join me? Do you want to join me? Okay, a desire, a desire. It is in the present, that is a fact, but it's connected with the future. Number 6, this is not about a plan. It's a prediction using be going to. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Right? Good. So you can talk about desires and plans using want to, would like to, and be going to. Now, let's focus on an A2 key exam from Cambridge. You get these 4 cards or these 4 pictures, and you have to look at them, study the pictures, think about what you can say, but actually when you take the exam, you have to write a story based on the pictures about desires and plans based on the topic we are covering today. So you have the 4 pictures right here, and what can you say? Well, first of all, you have to remember that you will need this grammar. Want to, would like to, and be going to talk about desires and plans. So let's study each picture. The first one, I see weights. Maybe this is about going to the gym, right? Then picture number 2, I see New York, probably about traveling. Number 3, a car. Buying a car, maybe. And finally, a house. And that doesn't look like a house in a city, but in the countryside. So what are these persons' future desires and plans? Let's see. Number 1, if you see this picture, what can you talk about? He wants to lose weight. So what do you have here? A desire, something that the person wants to do. Subject, he wants to. You have s there because the subject is he, and want has to be conjugated accordingly. So he wants to, he wants to, and then a verb in base form. He wants to lose. He wants to lose weight. Correct? Now, number 2, a future desire. He would like to. He would like to. He would like to. He would like to lose 10 kilos. Right? So you have subject he, then you have would like to express future desires, and then the verb lose, right? And in that way, you have the 3 ingredients that you need. In number 1, what are your 3 ingredients? Number 1, he, subject. Number 2, wants to talk about a desire. And then the verb, lose, to say what the desire is, right? Now, in number 2, you have 3 ingredients, 3 components as well. The subject, he, would like to express a future desire, and then you have a verb, lose, in base form, dictionary form, to talk about what that desire is. Number 3, plans, future plans. He's going to start going to the gym on Monday mornings next week. Underlined, next week. Why? This is the time expression, and time expressions usually come at the end of a sentence. Subject, he is going to talk about a future plan. And what is the plan? Start, the verb in base form. Nice. Again, here, New York. He wants to visit New York. Subject, he wants to express the desire, wants to. And the verb visit in base form. 1, 2, 3. He wants to visit. Good. New York. Number 2, future desire. He would like to spend 1 month there. Subject, he would like to express a future desire, and then spend, the verb in base form. Next, he's going to save money for his trip for the next 6 months. So underlined, for the next 6 months. Right there you have a time expression underlined, and that time expression starts with a preposition for. Then you have the subject, he is going to talk about plans, is going to, and then a verb, save, that is the plan itself, right? So he's going to save. Number 1, he wants to visit. Number 2, he would like to spend. Number 3, he wants to save. Nice. Now, next picture. He wants to rent an expensive car during his trip. Subject, he, desire, to express desire, wants to. The desire itself, the action, rent. Number 2, he would like to rent a Ferrari. So subject, he, how do you express the future desire? Would like to. The verb, rent, base form, dictionary form. Number 3, future plan. He's going to do research on it today to see how much it costs. So subject, he, future plan, is going to, okay? The plan, do, the verb, right? In base form. Now, negative sentence. A negative sentence using want to, of course, in the simple present tense to talk about your desires. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to live in the city anymore. Subject, he. How do you express a desire that you don't have? Doesn't want to. And then a verb, live. Good. Desire, future desire. He would like to move to a big house in the countryside. Subject, he. To express a future desire, would like to. The verb, the action, move. Number 3, future plan. He's going to get a bank loan for that year. Subject, he. Verb, expressing a future plan, is going to. And the verb, get. He's going to get. Nice. And if you want to watch the whole class, the whole video, or the whole collection of videos that we have, visit aglanguages.com. Please, interested in online English classes, contact us. We will be happy to help you out with your English, all levels, all ages, all needs, individual classes, or classes in groups of 3 to 6 students. And please leave your comments, leave your questions, visit our blog, and follow Hector Cabrera Fotografías on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram too. Are you ready for the writing class? I am ready. I love writing. Yes, by the way. Thank you very much for connecting to this class. Welcome to this class. It's a writing class. It's class number 58. What are we doing today? Today we are writing a paragraph with 171 words about a desire and a plan that you have for the future. What grammar do we need to talk about plans and desires? Well, the grammar has to do with want to, would like to, and be going to. Those are the 3 items that you will be able to identify in the paragraph to talk about plans and desires. The paragraph has 171 words. This is class number 58. The title is A Desire and a Plan. All right, nice. Let's start reading. So, I will be reading the paragraph. Identify examples of want to, would like to, and be going to. And if there are other topics, other things you are interested in, you can also try to get samples related to those topics of your interest from this paragraph. So I will be reading the paragraph for you. All right? I want to improve my English. I want to do it because I need it for my job. I work for a multinational company. Most of our clients are from English-speaking countries. I have to send emails in English very often. And when I have video calls with clients, I often get too nervous. So I would like to take some English classes online every day to be able to improve my fluency. However, I'm a very busy person. Since my schedule is too tight, I cannot have English classes daily. What I'm going to do is to take English classes online at least once a week. I'm going to contact an online English school that offers one-to-one lessons with a flexible schedule. I'm also going to buy access to an online platform so that I can practice my reading and listening in English by myself in my free time. I'm sure this plan is going to help me feel more confident about my English. Nice. So, what have we been able to see in this paragraph? It has an introductory sentence and a concluding sentence. Both sentences are connected. They have the same ideas. For example, introduction. I want to improve my English. That's the desire. Conclusion. I'm sure this plan is going to help me feel more confident, improving, about my English. So if you improve your English, you will feel more confident about your English, right? So do you see the connection between the introductory sentence and the concluding sentence? Yes, they are related. The first one is like opening the door towards the topic or to the topic, and the last one is wrapping up the session. Correct? What else can we see here? We see in yellow examples of want to express a desire. In orange, examples of would like to express a future desire. In light blue, examples of be going to talk about future plans. And also one example in green of be going to, but to talk about predictions and degrees of certainty. So let's go over the examples. Yellow, I want to improve. Subject, I want to, and then improve, the verb in base form. Next, yellow number 2, subject, I. How do you express a desire? Want to. Verb, do. Next, orange, subject, I. How do you express a future desire? Would like to. Verb, take. That is your future desire. Take. Plans, light blue, 1. I'm going to. Subject, I. how do you express a future plan? I'm going to. And the plan, the action, do, the verb. Next, subject, I. How do you express future plans? I'm going to. And the verb, the action, contact. Number 3, I am also going to buy. Okay, that is your plan. 1, 2, 3. I am also going to buy. Perfect. And in green, you have be going to, but not about plans, but future or predictions about the future, degrees to express the degrees of certainty. Look at this, the subject. This plan is going to help me. You see? Nice. What other things can we learn here? Lots of examples of the simple present to talk. Example, I need, subject I, verb need. I work, subject I, verb work. Most of our clients are, subject most of our clients, for words, verb are. Next, I have to send. This is to talk about necessity in the simple present. I, how do you express necessity? Have to, and the verb send. It's different to say I have video calls. Yellow number 5. Subject I, verb have. Then number 6, I often get. Subject I, often is the frequency adverb that goes between the subject I and the verb get. Next, I am, subject I, verb am. My schedule is, subject my schedule, verb is. Next, an online English school that offers. This is very special. The subject is that. Okay, that is the subject of the clause. That. But that means an online English school. So that is the actual subject. And the verb is offers. Finally, we have I am. Subject I, verb am. What else can we see here? Examples, 2 examples of the use of modals, right? To talk about possibility. Subject I, possibility cannot, action have. Subject I, possibility can, action practice. You see? Nice. And important words to connect our ideas. For example, because, to express a reason, and to add information, so to show result, however to signal contrast, since to show reason, also to add something, so that to express, in this case, let me read the whole sentence. I'm also going to buy access to an online platform so that I can practice my reading and listening in English by myself in my free time, so that to show result. If you want to write a paragraph like this one with 171 words about a desire and a plan to implement in order to accomplish your objective, you can work on a graphic organizer like this. Okay, you divide the graphic organizer into 3 parts. The first part is about something that you want to do. Then what would you like to do about it, but maybe you cannot do it. And then the plan, the actual plan that you think you will be implementing in order to reach your objective. So if you organize your ideas like this and you take notes about something that you want to do, something that you would like to do about it, and something that you are going to do about it, you will be able to write a paragraph like this with 3 main parts about a future desire and a plan about it. If you want to watch the whole class, visit aglanguages.com. And please, if you're interested in online English classes with us, send us an email, send us a message. We'll be happy, delighted to help you out, no matter your level, your age, your need with the language. It can be in individual classes or in group classes. You form your own group with 3 or 6 people. Please, if you have any comments or questions, leave your comments and questions right there. Visit our blog for ELT resources. Follow Hector Cabrera on Instagram and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram too. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being connected. Hi, hello, Mary. Hi, Yolanda. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you, all of you, for being connected. If you have any questions, leave your questions right there. I will be happy, very happy to answer your questions. Now, to finish this class, we're going to have the vocabulary and pronunciation part of the lesson. Are you ready? Welcome to this vocabulary and pronunciation class. This is class number 58. 58 classes with you. So today we are talking about plans and desires, and this is the useful vocabulary we will review. Plans or desires with the verb go. Go on vacation, go to a barbecue, go to a party, go shopping, go clubbing, go jogging, go for a walk, go for a meal, go for a drink. You have the very same verb for all of them. However, as you can see, there are different, let's say, collocations. You have go on a vacation, go on a vacation. Then you have go to a, go to a. Then you have go to a. In number two, you have go, ing. Go and a verb in ing. Then you have go for a, go for a, go for a, go for a walk, go for a meal, go for a drink. Try to memorize the whole phrases and try to link the sounds, link the words, connect the sounds so that you improve your fluency. For example, go on, go on, go on vacation. Listen to this one. Go to a, go to a, go to a, go to a party. In number three, go for a, go for a, go for a, go for a, go for a walk. Nice. Okay, so if you learn to link the sounds, link the words, you will be able to improve your fluency a lot. Two other verbs to talk about plans and desires. One of them, get. The other one, do. Examples: get married, get some new clothes, get a new job. Nice. Plans with do. Do some work, do a course, do something different. Again, get married, get some new clothes, get a new job. We do some work, do a course, do something different. Nice. Now here, plans with stay, learn, and start. Stay in, stay home, stay with friends, stay in a hotel, stay in a, stay in a, stay in a, stay in a hotel. Nice. Next, with learn, learn a, learn a, learn a, learn a new language, learn to, learn to, learn to drive, learn to, learn to, learn to swim, start to, start to, start a new job, start a family, start a family, start a, start a, start a new business. Memorize those phrases. They will help you to talk about your personal plans and desires or those of your friends and relatives. Now, move and take. Move to, move to, move to another country. Move home. Move into an, move into an, move into an apartment. Move into an apartment. Take, take a, take a, take a break. Take a break. Take time off. Take time off. Take pictures. Take pictures. Phrases, very useful phrases to talk about future plans and desires. Now, let's focus on the pronunciation of some of these words using phonetic symbols from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. 8 letters and 7 sounds. 3 syllables. The first syllable has a with a hat. The pronunciation is a. The same happens in the second syllable, and in the third syllable you have schwa. It's not it's not a, it's not e, it's not o. It's correct? So how do you pronounce the word? Remember, stressed, the stressed syllable is the second syllable, so the pronunciation of the word is vacation, vacation. Number 2, 8 letters and 8 sounds, 3 syllables. The stressed syllable is the first one, but here we have primary stress and secondary stress. The primary stress here goes in the first syllable, and the secondary one in the third syllable. Correct? So in the first syllable we have A with 2 dots on top. So what's that? Ah. It's like mixing A and O. Ah, ah. All right. Now in the second syllable we have a small tiny I. I, 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 I. It's like a mix of an E and an E. So it sounds like I, I. And finally we have Q, Q, Q. That's a long U. So barbecue, barbecue. Nice. Now, number 8. You have 8 letters, but only 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the stressed one. You have A with 2 dots on top. That's A. And in the second syllable, you have I, that tiny little I. All right. So pronunciation: shopping, shopping. Nice. 4. 8 letters, 6 sounds, 2 syllables. The stressed syllable is the first syllable. In the first syllable, you have schwa, uh. In the second syllable, you have I. Pronunciation: clubbing, clubbing. Nice. 5. 7 letters, 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The first syllable is the stressed syllable. And in the first syllable, you have ah. Okay, and in the second syllable I. So jogging, jogging. Okay, now 6. 7 letters, 5 sounds, 2 syllables. The stressed syllable is the first syllable, and in the first syllable you have I. In the second syllable you have E with a hat. How do you pronounce E with a hat? E. So pronunciation: married, married. 7. 7 letters, 4 sounds, 1 syllable. The vowel is O with a hat. Pronunciation: O. The word, when you write it, finishes in S, but when you pronounce it, finishes in Z. Okay? And the TH sound can be dropped. TH can be dropped. So how can you pronounce this? Close, close. TH. There's no TH. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, this is one of the possible options. The other one is with TH, all right? So this one is perfectly correct. Close. Next, number 8. 6 letters, 4 sounds. Which sound do you have here? O. Course, course, course. It's with S, not with Z. Course. Next, number 5. 5 letters, or number 9, I should say. 5 letters, 4 sounds, 1 syllable, and the vowel is schwa. Pronunciation: learn, learn. Number 10. 4 letters, 3 sounds. The vowel is A with a hat. Pronunciation: a. So how do you pronounce the word? Stay, stay. If you want to do a little bit more of practice with pronunciation, we have number 11. 5 letters, 5 sounds, vowel A with 2 dots there. That is like ah. Pronunciation: start, start. Do you want to watch the whole video? Visit aglanguages.com. If you are interested in online English classes, please send us an email, send us a WhatsApp message. We offer all levels according to your needs, all ages, individual classes, and small groups, 3 to 6 people. Leave your comments, leave your questions, visit our blog for ELT resources, and please follow Hector Cabrera on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. That was cool. So this has been class number 58, and if you have any questions now, this is the time to answer your questions. I don't see any questions. Hi, Mary. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you very much for being there. And if you don't have any questions at the moment, but you want to ask me questions about the information in this video, send me a message. I will be delighted, happy to help you out with your English. So what was the objective of today's class? We reviewed want to, would like to, and be going to. That is what we have done. Want to, would like to, and be going to talk about future desires and plans. English classes, send us an email, send us a message, and please, if you really want to benefit from the content we create, visit our website and our blog. Thank you very much for being here today. So, see you next class. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye bye.